Okay, my dear children, in the previous class we have discussed some points. Do you remember that, my dear Princeton? Princeton, Sridarshan, Bibina, Nikita.
Sir, in last class we discussed about subtraction of unlike fractions.
Very good, very good. Now let us discuss. Good afternoon, my dear Shanti. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, my dear Trish. How are you? What happened, my dear Krish? Some disturbance? Good afternoon, my dear Anmol. Good afternoon, my dear Samik.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
Good afternoon, my dear Srijana.
Fine.
How are you?
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, my dear. Yesterday, in the last class, in the previous class, we have discussed addition and subtraction of unlike fractions. Do you remember that point, my dear children?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, today we are going to discuss multiplication of fractions. There is no difference between unlike or like fractions. Just we discuss multiplication of fractions. Okay. See this question, my dear children. 1 by 2 is a fraction and 5 by 3 is another fraction. We are going to multiply these two fractions. Okay. How do you multiply two fractions? Do you remember that steps, my dear children? How to multiply two fractions? We multiply numerator and denominator and denominator. So 1 into 5, we write it as a numerator, and in the denominator 2 and 3 are there. 2 into 3. 1 5s are 5 and 2 3s are 6. Okay, my dear children. Now come to this next question. 5 by 2 into 6 by 10. Here also we are multiplying two fractions, namely 5 by 2 is the first fraction and 6 by 10 is the second fraction. Now we are going to multiply these two fractions. How do you multiply? How do you multiply these two fractions? Do you remember that?
Five into 6, 2 into 10.
Very good. 5 into 6. In this case, if you observe, cancellation is possible. We can check whether numerator and denominator, if any table is possible, we divide the numerator and denominator by the same table. If you observe the second fraction, it is not in its simplest form. simplest form is the common factor to the numerator and denominator should be 1. Then the fraction is said to be in the simplest form. So first we write 5 by 2 as it is. Let us simplify this as second fraction. What is the HCF of 610? With the help of HCF, we can write a fraction in its simplest form. What is HCF of 610? Can you tell me? Find out, my dear children. HCF of 610. Are you finding HCF of? Good afternoon, my dear. Yes. Tell me, Bibina.
Sir, 2, sir.
2 is the HCF.
Sir, HCF for which number, sir?
610. 610. Numerator is 6 and denominator is 10. Find
Sir, 2,
HCF.
sir.
2 is HCF of 6 and 10. So we divide this numerator and denominator by 2. Okay. 2 how many times goes? 2 3 times. 2 5 times. That is the usage of HCF. HCF helps us to write a fraction in its simplest form. Okay. Now we write the second fraction 3 by 5. We wrote the second fraction in its simplest form. Again, if you observe, here numerator is 5, here numerator is 5. We can strike out. Here also we can find HCF of these two numbers. HCF of these two numbers. What is the HCF of 5 and 5? You can take any numerator and any denominator. What is the HCF of 5 and 5? What is the HCF of 5 and 5? Take a
Sir,
paper. 5. So we can divide this numerator by 5 and we can divide this denominator by 5. So 5 1 times, here 5 1 times. After cancellation, now we multiply numerator and numerator divided by denominator into denominator. What are the numerators left here after cancellation? Can you tell me, Trinson? What are the numbers left here after cancellation in the numerator?
1 into 3 by 2 into 1.
So very good. 1 into 3 by 2 into 1. Then what will you get here by simplifying these two numbers? 1 3s are 3 by
3 by 2, sir.
3 by 2. Very good. Very good.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Ask your doubt, Bibina. What's your
Sir,
doubt?
instead of finding like this, we can directly multiply both the numbers, no, sir?
What's your doubt?
Sir, instead of finding HCF and finding the answer, we can directly multiply 5 by 2 into 6 by 10, no, sir?
5 into 6, you are asking 5 into 6 by 2 into 10. You are asking that one. 5 into 6.
Yes, sir.
For this question. Yes. You can follow that method also. Then if you multiply numerator into numerator, what will you get here? If you follow that method. What will you get?
Sir, 30.
30 by 5 by 2 into 6 by 10. 5 into 6 by 2 into 10. What will you get here? 30
Sir,
by
30 by 20.
By 20, sir.
30 by 20. If you observe this fraction not in the simplest form, we should write every fraction in its simplest form.
Yes, sir. If we cancel that, we can get 3 by 2, no, sir.
Yes, sir. By 5.
Yes. Here for 30 and 20, here also we find HCF. What is HCF of 10 and 20 and 30? What is the HCF of 20 and 30?
Sir.
What is the HCF of 20 and 30?
Sir, instead of finding HCF, we can directly cancel, no, sir, with 10.
That only we are
Sir,
taking
10
out.
of 5.
Yes, yes. If you find HCF, we can take that direct table. We can take that table directly. So for 10, 20 and 30, HCF is 10. So 10 3 times, 10 2 times. Understood? Krish,
Yes, sir.
repeat this one again. See here, we are discussing here today multiplying two fractions. So your first example, see here, 1 by 2 into 5 by 3. 1 by 2 into 5 by 3. Here these two fractions are in its simplest form. They are in the simplest form, and here no cancellation is possible. Any numerator and denominator, you have to check by any numerator and denominator. So we cannot cancel any numerator and denominator by any table. So in this case, we multiplied numerator into numerator. What are the numerators here? 1 and 5. So 1 into 5 divided by, what are the denominators here? 2 into 3. So we wrote 2 into 3. Now let us simplify these two numbers in the numerator. 1 into 5. What will you get? 5 divided by 2 3s are 6. So this is the product of these two fractions. Okay, my dear Krish. Krish. Similarly, let us take the second example, 5 by 2 into 6 by 10. Here also, we can follow directly 5 into 6 by 2 into 10. We get here 30 by 20. But this fraction not in the simplest form. How do you say a fraction is in the simplest form? Can you tell me? When a fraction is said to be in the simplest form.
Sir, when it can't be dividable.
If we cannot divide the numerator and denominator by any table, it means in other words, we can say that the HCF of numerator and denominator is 1. If the HCF and HCF of numerator and denominator is 1, then the fraction is said to be in the simplest form. Okay, so here I have taken 5 by 2 into 6 by 10. So second fraction not in the simplest form. So we converted the second fraction in its simplest form. So 5 by 2 into 3 by 5. Here the HCF of 6 and 10 is 2. So we divided the numerator and denominator by 2. 2 3s are, 2 5s are. So second fraction is converted into 3 by 5. Okay. So 5 by 2 into 3 by 5. Again here we can take this fraction, this numerator and this denominator. We can choose any numerator of any fraction, and we can take any denominator of any fraction to cancellation. So here also HCF of 5 and 5 is 5. So we are dividing this numerator by 5 and this denominator by 5. 5 ones are, 5 ones are. So finally, the numbers left here is in the numerator are 1 into 3 by 2 into 1, that is 2 by 3. This is another method. We can follow any method. Okay. Okay, my children.
Yes, sir.
So let us take another example. 2 by 5, simplify 2 by 5 into 6 by 7 into 15 by 8 Okay, I extended to the 3 fractions. In the previous 2 examples, we have taken only 2 fractions. We extended the same concept to 3 fractions. We are multiplying here 3 fractions, namely 2 by 5, 6 by 7, and 15 by 8. Okay, my children. So, which method is comfortable to you? First method, this one, or this one?
Sir, second method.
Sir, second method, sir.
Okay, second method, we follow the second method. So 2 by 5 into 6 by 7 into 15 by 8. Tell me, Sridarshan, what will you get in the numerator by multiplying these 3 numbers? 2 into 6 into 15. Take a pen and paper. Take a pen and paper. Sridarshan.
Yes, sir.
Take a paper and pen. Take pen and paper. Are you multiplying these 3 numbers?
Yes, sir. I'm doing.
Do it and tell me the answer in the numerator.
Sir, 180.
180. Denominator, tell me, multiply the 3 numbers in the denominator and tell me the answer.
Two 280, sir.
Very good, 280. Now, what should we do? Is this a fraction in its simplest form? 180 by
Yes, sir,
280.
we need to divide.
So we have to write this fraction in its simplest form. We have to write this fraction in its simplest form with the help of HCF. If you find HCF of these 2 numbers, at a stretch, by taking that HCF table, we can strike out the numerator and the denominator. Okay, my children. Find HCF of 180 and 280. Who will do it? Bibina, can you find HCF of 180 and 280?
Sir, answer is 9 by 7.
9 by?
Sir, answer is 20, sir,
7.
for HCF of 180 and 280.
Sir, answer is 9 by 7.
9 by
7.
7.
So first we can cancel both zeros and we can divide it by 2. Then
Okay.
we can-
Here in the units place zeros are there. So directly we can strike out. Means we are dividing the numerator and denominator by 10 table. Here we are striking out these zeros, means we are dividing the numerator by 10 and we are dividing the denominator also by 10. So 18 by 28. Now, how do you simplify this one? How do you write this fraction in its simplest form, 18 and by 28?
So we can
18
divide it by 2.
divided by 2. That is nothing but HCF of these 2 numbers. 2 9 times, 2 14 times. Yes or no?
Sir, then, sir, this is the simplest form, sir.
This is the simplest form. If you find the HCF of 9 and 14, you find only one is the HCF. Only one is a common factor, highest common factor for these 2 numbers. That is why we can say that this fraction is in the simplest form. We should write every fraction in its simplest form. We should not leave that fraction like this, 180 by 280 like this. Okay, my children. What, my dear Krish? What do you want? Krish? What do you want? I'm showing the page. Are you not able to see that? The previous page? This one. This page, my dear Krish. Don't worry, I will post this page. Every day I'm posting. Are you writing the classwork notes or not? Krish. Okay. Now come to the next question. Next question. Simplify See this question, my dear children. Simplify 2 by 7 into 5 by 8 into 21 by 10 into 4 by 3 into 1 by 11 into 22 by 12. I extended the concept of multiplying fractions to how many fractions I have taken? 6 fractions. Previously, I have taken 3 fractions. I multiplied 3 fractions. Now, see this question. In this question, I have taken 6 fractions. How do you multiply these 6 fractions, my dear children? Again, you follow the previous
So
method.
first we must multiply all the numerators and multiply the denominators and then simplify.
Okay, that is okay. See here, there are very big numbers, 21, 22. Yes or no? Sometimes it is better to follow first method. Means, if possible, we have to strike out numerator and denominator. If you want to proceed in the second method, it is a big number in the numerator. Yes or no? It takes more time.
Yes, sir. Then we can cancel it and then we can multiply, sir.
That's why I explained in the first example. That is why I explained that example in the first method. First of all, we have to simplify here itself. Here itself, we simplify the fractions in a simplest form. Okay. Now see here. We have to take numerator and denominator. So here 2 is there. If any possible, you can strike out the denominator. 2, here is 8.
Sir, 20, yes, sir.
We can cancel it. Yes or no? So 2 1 times, 2 4 times. Again, take this 5. 5. Which number can be strike out? Which number? 5 1 times, 5 2 times. Yes or no? 5 1 times, 5 2 times. Here 21 is there. Numerator is 21. See there in the denominator, can we use any table to strike out 21 here? Shanti, tell me.
Sir, 3 tables.
Sir, 11.
21. In the 11 table, will you get 21?
No, sir, no, sir.
No, sir.
Which table? In which table you get 21?
Sir, 3 table.
Yes, very good. 3 table. Here in the denominator, see here, there is 3. So 3 7 times, 3 1 times. Here, we are simplifying the fractions itself here in this step itself. Okay. Again, here we got 7. Here we got 7. So 7 1 times here, 7 1 times. Okay, my children. And now, see here, 2 table here, 2 1 times, 2 2 times. Yes or no? Similarly, here 11 1 times, 11 2 times. 11 1 times, 11 2 times. Like this, we have to check numerator and denominator. If possible, if it is possible to divide the numerator and denominator by any table, we can choose any numerator, this first numerator and the last denominator also. We can take first numerator and last denominator also. If possible, to cancel, we can select that like that also. Not in the same fraction. Okay, here 2 1 times, here I'm taking this last denominator, 2 6 times, 2 6 times. Again here 2 1 times, 2 3 times. Any cancellation possible here? Any cancellation is possible? In the numerator, what are the numbers left here? See, here we got 1, here we got 1, here also we got 1. Okay, in the numerator, here also we got 1, here also we got 1, here also we got 1. 1 into all, multiply all these 6 ones. 1 into 1 into 1 into 1. What will you get? What will you get in the numerator? Here 1 is there. 1 into 1 into 1 into 1 into 1. What will you get finally in the numerator?
6.
6. Shanti, 1 into 1. What will you get? 1 ones, 1. We are not adding. Here we are not adding all these 6 numbers. Shanti, we
Okay,
are
sir.
not adding. Huh? Got it, Shanti.
Yes, sir.
We are not adding 1, 1, 1, 1. We are multiplying all these ones. Okay. So 1 into 1, 1. 1 into 1, 1. 1 into 1,
Sir,
1. 1 into... Finally, in the numerator, we get 1. Denominators, can you tell me, Shanti, what will you get? 1 into 4.
Sir, 4.
4. 4 into, again, see here, what is the number here? 4 into
1.
1.
Sir, 12.
4. Again 4 into 1. 4. 4 into 1. 4. 4 into 3. 12.
12.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes we follow this method. If we follow the second method, means if you multiply all these 6 numerators and all these 6 denominators, it is sometimes it is a tedious job. It is difficult to multiply all these 6 numbers. If you follow this one, cancellation, if you use this cancellation property, then we can multiply any number of fractions. Okay, simply. We get a small number only. Okay, my children. See this question, my dear children. 5 by 7 into 3 by 4 into 21 by 9 into 8 by 15 into 10 by 2 into 8 by 5. How do you multiply these fractions? Will you multiply all the numerators? Will you multiply all these numerators? How do you multiply? Anmol, can you tell me? Anmol? Anmol? Anmol Deep, can you hear me? Anmol? I will count the numbers 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you are not responding, I will remove from the class. Shall I remove? Anmol, you are not responding to my question. Anmol. Anmol,
Yes, sir.
why are you not responding to my question?
Sir, network issues and not
Network
feeling
issue.
network.
Okay. Now can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, how do you simplify? How do you multiply these 6 fractions? Will you multiply all these numerators? Will you do that one? Will you follow that method? Okay, network issue. Srijana, can you tell me? How do you simplify these fractions? What, my dear Krish? What, my dear Krish? What do you want? What do you want? Krish? Who is this Sudarshan J? Who is this Sudarshan J? Kavya?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Kavya?
Yes, sir.
How do you multiply these fractions? Can you tell me? How do you simplify? What happened, my dear Krish? What happened? Can you tell me, Jaslyn? Jaslyn? Jaslyn,
Yes, sir.
can you tell me, how do you simplify this question? Can you tell me? How do you simplify? Take pen and paper and tell me step by step. Take a pen and paper and tell me the steps one by one. Jaslyn? Jaslyn? Not responding. Jaslyn, if you are not responding to my question, my dear children, whether it is right or wrong answer, please respond to my question. Otherwise, I will remove from the class. What is the use of attending the class? If you are not responding to my question, whether it is right answer or wrong answer, you should respond to my question. I will start the countdown. If the countdown ends, I will remove from the class. Jaslyn,
Yes, sir.
tell me, how do you simplify? Here, 5 is there in the numerator. How do you simplify in the denominator? See there? Are you doing the sum? Who will do this one?
Sir, can I?
Yes, Bibina. Tell me.
Sir, 7 can be divided with that 7 at the last.
Very good. 7 here, 7 one time. Here 7 one time. Previously I told you we can take any numerator right from the beginning fraction. We can take any numerator and we can take any denominator to strike out. Next.
Sir, 3
Sir, then
and 9.
4.
Huh?
Sir, 3 and 9.
3 threes. Okay. 3 one times, 3 three times. Next.
Sir, then 4 and 8, sir.
4 and 8. Okay. 4 one times. 4 two times. And next?
Sir, then 2 by 2.
Sir, 5 and 5.
5 and 15, sir.
2 one times, 2 one times. Next?
Sir, 5 and 5.
5 also. Srijana, very good. 5. Here 5 in the first numerator, first fraction. See there in the last fraction denominator. 5 one times. Any more?
Sir, then 3 and 21.
So 3 one times, 3 7 times. 3 one times, 3 7 times. Any more cancellation?
Sir, then 15 for that 5 and 5, sir.
5 3 times.
3 times, sir.
5 2 times. Okay.
That's all, sir.
That's all. So we have divided the numerators and denominators by a possible table. Now, what are the numbers left here?
Sir,
after
the
that?
answer is 14 by 3.
Yes, 1 into 1, 1 into 7, 7, 7 into 1, 7, 7 twos are 14, 14 ones are 14. 14 by, what is the denominator?
Sir, 3.
3. 1 1, 1, 1 ones are 1, 1 threes are 3, 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3. Okay, my children. This is about multiplication of fractions. And last operation, last fundamental operation is division. How to divide a fraction by another fraction. Next topic, division. What is the next topic? Can you tell me? Anmol? Anmol, what is the topic I wrote here?
Division of a fraction by another fraction.
Yes, division of a fraction by another fraction. Now we are going to discuss this topic. Okay. Simplify 1 by 2 divided by 2 by 3. We are dividing the first fraction 1 by 2 divided by the second fraction 2 by 3. Okay. Sometimes we can write this sentence as 1 by 2 as numerator by 2 by 3 in the denominator. We can write this same sentence like this also. Okay, my children. Both mean the same. We are dividing the 1 by 2 by this fraction 2 by 3. Okay. We can write this question like this also, 1 by 2 divided by 2 by 3. So 1 by 2 divided by 2 by 3, we write the first fraction as it is. After that we keep into symbol. After that, instead of division symbol, divided by symbol, we keep into symbol. Next we write the reciprocal, multiplicative inverse of 2 by 3. Can you tell me what is the reciprocal of 2 by 3?
Sir, 3 by 2.
Very good. 3 by 2. Just we reverse numerator and denominator. So 3 by 2. Reciprocal of 2 by 3 or multiplicative inverse of 2 by 3 is 3 by 2. So we wrote 3 by 2 here. Please remember these steps, my children. We write the first fraction as it is. Instead of division symbol, we wrote into symbol, multiplication symbol, and we wrote the second fraction reciprocal of the second fraction or multiplicative inverse of the second fraction. Now we follow the multiplication rules. How do you multiply these two fractions? How do you multiply? 1 3s are 3 by 2 2s are 4. Okay, my children. Or
Yes.
sometimes 1 by 2 by 2 by 3. Sometimes if it is given like this, 1 by 2 in the numerator divided by 2 by 3 is in the denominator. If you want to simplify this number, first we write the fraction in the numerator as it is. We keep into symbol. We write the reciprocal of the denominator. What is the reciprocal? What is the multiplicative inverse of 2 by 3? 3 by 2. Okay. So here also we get the same answer, 3 by 4. Okay, my children.
Yes, sir.
Understood how to multiply a fraction by another fraction. Let us take another example. Divide 5 by 2 by 3. Divide 5 by 2 by 3. How do you write this sentence? 5. We have to divide.
So 5 by 1 by 2 by 3.
Divide 5 by 2 by 3. 5 by 1 divided by 2 by 3. 5 by 1 divided by 2 by 3. Or we can write it as 5 divided by 2 by 3. As a fraction, you can write like this also. You can write the first number as numerator divided by, we write the second number as a denominator. In both cases, you get the same answer. Okay. Here we write the first numerator. What is the numerator here? 5. So we write 5 into, what I said? In this case, we have to write the reciprocal of the denominator. What is the reciprocal of 2 by 3?
Sir, 3 by
3 by 2. Yes, 3 by 2. Then how to multiply these two numbers? Janesh, can you tell me how do you multiply these two numbers? 5 into 3 by 2. Janej. Janej, how do you multiply 5 into 3 by 2?
5 into 3 by 2.
What do you get to 5 into 3? 5 3s are
15 by 2.
very good. So like this we divide. Very good, Samik. Very good. In this way, we divide a fraction by another fraction. Okay, for your PA1, do you know periodic assessment 1 will be conducted in the next week? Okay, for your periodic assessment, whatever the topics, whatever the points we discussed in this bridge course, okay, we have to test ourselves how far we have learned, how far we have strengthened our previous knowledge by taking periodic assessment to 1, PA1. Okay, my dear children. In the periodic assessment 1, PA1, numerical system, number system, Indian system of numeration, factors, multiples, what are the points we have discussed previously? LCM, HCF, okay, even numbers, prime numbers, composite numbers, odd numbers, LCM, HCF, integers, and adding, addition of integers, subtraction of integers, multiplication of integers, and division of integers, and after that fractions, addition of like fractions, addition of unlike fractions, subtraction of like fractions, subtraction of unlike fractions. Today we discussed multiplication of fractions and division of fractions. In all these topics, in all these concepts, question paper will be set. Okay, my dear children, please recall these points. Practice by taking some more questions. Okay, I will give you some more questions as homework in multiplication of fractions and dividing a fraction by another fraction. Okay, my children. These are the homework sums. Please do these homework sums and submit. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, my children, do these homework sums and submit. Now the time is 3 past 20 minutes. Now you can leave the meeting. I will post this classwork notes and homework sums in the Google Classroom. Find it and do the homework sums and submit. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Now take rest. Take care of your health, my dear children. Stay at home.
sir.
Stay safe. Use sanitizer for cleaning your hands. Maintain social distance. And get ready for the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir.
Thank you. Hmm. What, my dear Princeton? You can leave the meeting.